The inspiration is about feeling comfortable about yourself and being confident by having rich materials on you. We wanted to make sure that the hair looks quite healthy and straight, and we make a very severe part on the middle. I use the Moroccan oil treatment. It's going to be the foundation and helping you to get that shiny looking hair. And what we did is straightening it with a flat iron, make it very simple, very straight. And what we did, part on the middle and the sections in the front, we make sure that we use the luminous hairspray, and we use our fingers so we do not want to see the lines, and it gives you a very strike type of a look, very modern. So just use your fingers, do not use the comb. It's good like that. With your fingers, you just make sure that it's going to give it a bit of that edginess that we want. We saturate the front part. Do you see the difference what it does?
Yeah.
You see how it really frames the face?
It's a very polished look, and it's inspired from the Philippines in the beginning of the 60s with very beautiful natural skin. I'm using the Fit Me Powder Fit Me Foundation and the gel liner to have a beautiful, strong, bold eye. The brows have been filled in just so they look beautiful. I contour the cheeks with a darker Fit Me powder, and on the lip, Color Sensational lipstick that I dab on. It's called Totally Toffee. And on top of that, I put a lip balm called Baby Lips. And that's it.
Michelle's mother was clearing out the house and she had come across some old photos of Michelle and she was sending them to Michelle, and I'm like, oh my God, what are you wearing? And the shapes were like nothing I'd ever seen before, so sculptural, and I had no experience with any kind of Filipino traditional dress, and it's obviously something that she grew up with, so the collection, it was kind of cool to sort of meld my perspective and hers for the collection.
Great. I feel an exceptional amount of pressure on this collection, but and my mom's here, so we'll see what she thinks. She's the biggest judge, but it was great because I grew up with it, so I had one perspective of it, and obviously I was a child, so I didn't want to be in any kind of dress. So Carly was coming from a whole new perspective, and I think it really opened my eyes, and there were some things that I saw as so traditional, and things that she brought that was a twist that could be so updated. And I think it's still very streamlined, still very clean. It's not literal to Filipino dress, but there are elements of it where we have the color, we have a little bit of the shoulder, and a lot of the traditional flowers there are very sharp and pointed, and I think that blends with our aesthetic, and I think that's why we were so drawn to this architectural form.
I'm both a fan and a friend. I knew of them, but I met them last year at the CFDA Vogue event in Los Angeles. I'd worn a few of their pieces. They have such great tailoring. Their fit on a woman is wonderful. I always feel very confident in their clothing, and they bring a real elegance to a shape. I'm a classic dresser at heart. I like a little special kind of detail, but I don't veer too far off of a kind of classic silhouette, which is why I love what they do, because even if they have a silhouette, there's some special detail like a cutout or a flare somewhere. So that's, a perfect match for how I like to dress. You do feel good putting on their clothes. They have a strength about them. There's a sexiness, but never vulgar. It's still very classic. And this one, I think, was inspired a little bit by a surf feel, because it's a little bit of a wetsuit vibe, so that's perfect for me.
The lines are so blurred working together, I mean, being friends, but in creative process, it's really a back and forth. We're practically 18 hours a day with each other, so, I mean, we go to dinner after work, so it's still like, it's so open, and it really isn't about like sitting down, let's do this, let's do that. It's really just shared experiences, because very often it's very similar, and then bringing other kind of experiences together, and it's just really building. It's growing and building.
You grow up a lot as well. You change a lot as a woman, and I think, you know, that's also changed how we design. It's still very much the same DNA, but you naturally evolve, and as also our relationship with each other evolves. We're women, we're female designers designing for women, and we want to dress women who want to look like women. So it's very much that sort of elegant but sexy, a sort of very refined sexy.
We want you to feel good. We want you to feel sexy. We want you to feel comfortable, sexy. You know, we always want to make sure that you feel your best and look your best in our clothes. And that's really the most important and biggest compliment we can get from any woman.